everyone. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. To our international dignitaries, to their majesties, kings of Uganda, their majesties, paramount sultans of Maguindanao and Talik, to our dear organizer, the Royal Maharlika, Her Royal Excellency Sultana Mariam, as well as Sultana Izashi, and to our dear guests and participants, on behalf of the Department of Tourism and our Tourism Chief, Secretary Cristina Garcia Frasco, again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Allow me to extend her warmest greetings and congratulations to everyone who has been part of this important occasion. And please indulge me as I read this message on her behalf. The Royal Maharlika Summit comes at a most auspicious time as we herald to the world that the Philippines is back in business and that our country is ready to receive tourists and investments from all over the world. Our simple message here is that the Philippines is a good place to invest and an opportunity to reap the benefits of a vibrant economy. This is the same direction that we have taken in the Philippines Department of Tourism, ushering in a renewed optimism driven by our sheer love of country and pride of place first and foremost. We have all the necessary tools to ensure the openness and readiness of our country in the new normal. Thank you to our President, Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., for helping us get ready for the world. From issuing the executive orders, lifting the outdoor and indoor mask mandate to ensuring that fully vaccinated guests are no longer required RT-PCR tests when traveling into the Philippines, and allowing unvaccinated foreigners with just a negative antigen test prior to travel. Finally, there is no reason anymore not to venture far from home. We hope that this much-needed developments and ease in travel would usher in greater mobility and more convenience and restore the travel confidence of our fellow Filipinos and friends from abroad to visit the Philippines more often now. Our participation today in this cultural celebration recognizes and gives a deep appreciation of our cultural diversity that lends more beauty to our country. Unique celebrations like this one add more color to our identity and enrich our rich and diverse cultures. Indeed, today's celebration, for one, not only reveals crucial aspects of our distinct and diverse cultures, but provides a venue for better understanding among different ethnicities and affiliations. This is the same direction that we have taken in the Department of Tourism. I'm very pleased to let you know that the DOT will be breathing new life into the rich and colorful heritage of the Philippines through a series of tourism caravans, dubbed the Philippine Experience Program, Culture, Heritage, and Arts Caravans. It is an expansion of the concept to cover all the regions of the country with the aim to diversify the cultural tourism product, equalize opportunities across the regions, support the preservation of the country's heritage and artistic resources and assets, and instill a sense of pride and patriotism among the Filipino people through a greater appreciation of the country's inheritance and legacy. The caravans will highlight the Filipino brand of identity in all aspects of the travel and tourism experience, which will facilitate a cultural tourism circuit development focused on heritage, culture, and arts, and enhance current tour and domestic circuit offerings, which include food and gastronomy, pilgrimage and wellness, living cultures and heritage, and an arts caravan. It is about time we pour more of our attention into capitalizing on our rich history, tradition, and culture. The Department of Tourism has been hard at work to change the often misunderstood, misrepresented, and misconceived culture, history, and people of the second largest island in the country, Mindanao. Through creative undertakings like Colors of Mindanao, we're able to shed light on the region's rich history, diverse cultures, and colorful tapestry like no other. The DOT has also identified the halal industry as part of its major drive to create a long-term infrastructure across the country to diversify our country's visitors' arrivals by attracting Muslim visitors. Today, as the Muslim population worldwide increases and as they assert their religiosity and traditional values, the demand for halal services in travel, food production, distribution, and logistics, including an entire ecosystem that ranges from hotels and resorts, airlines, tour operators, to cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, are all expected to grow exponentially. This is why we have started to take on a clear course of action to accelerate collaboration between and among national and local governments and the private sector. This shared tourism governance places a strong impetus and sense of urgency to pursue programs towards connectivity, convenience, and equality. While it is true that it is a long way to go in tourism recovery, one thing I know is that we will certainly get there. And we start here tonight with kindred spirits from the Royal Maharlika committing to a common goal to make the year ahead the year that we turn around in tourism. This responsibility lies in our hands, yours and mine. As we always say in DOT, tourism is our shared responsibility. It is everybody's business, and it only works best in areas where stakeholders, private and public institutions alike, work hand in hand with the government. That is to say, tourism is only as strong as the industry behind it. Join me as we ensure that the post-crisis world is better than the one that came before it, because we all want to see the Philippine tourism will not only remain our country's sunshine industry, but also help bring us closer to our ultimate goal of a Filipino nation, where everybody gets better chances in life, equal opportunities to write their own success stories, and create better lives for themselves and their families. Shukran, Jazilan, thank you, and I wish you a fruitful summit ahead. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Good evening to each and everyone.
Shukran and good evening, DOT.